We've been working, as they say, doing research for almost 6 decades with between 200,000 to 300,000 people on every continent now except for the Antarctic. And in the course of doing that work, we've learned 2 fundamental lessons about what we're like as human beings. And I want you to think about yourself and the people that are most important to you in everything that I say. It makes no difference who you are in terms of race, gender, language, other kinds of defining conditions. We're talking now about what we're like as human beings. We've learned 2 basic lessons in the course of 6 decades of work with people everywhere on our planet. Okay. First lesson that we've learned is that you and I, we understand ourselves to be cared about or not cared about by the people that are most important to us in the same 4 ways. I'm going to invite you to think about yourself in a moment of where you fall on a continuum in your relationship to the person or people that are most important to you in your life, or were, like parents and so forth. The second fundamental lesson that we've learned is that depending on where we fall on this continuum of being cared about, wanted, appreciated, loved, whatever word you care to use, that we call it acceptance, people tend to respond in exactly the same way every place in the world. So far, we found no exceptions in any population of the world. There are some individuals who are exceptions, but not populations. So now, think about someone who's really important in your life. A parent, an intimate partner, someone else that makes a difference in your sense of who you are and your feelings about yourself. Place yourself on this continuum. We're not either accepted or rejected, but we all fall someplace along a dimension of being more or less accepted or rejected. Accepted, how warm and affectionate do you view, let's say your partner, your intimate partner. How warm and affectionate do you see that person as being? Or a warm and affection of your parent, either parent having been toward you when you're a kid growing up at home. Alternatively, how cold and unaffectionate, how hostile and aggressive has that person been toward you, your feelings about it, how indifferent or neglecting is that person toward you, and your feelings of what we call undifferentiated rejection, your feeling that this person who is so important in your life really doesn't appreciate you, want you, care about you, love you, whatever that feeling is. That is to say, from our perspective, we call that feelings of rejection. Think about that person now. What we have found, people every place on our planet respond in exactly the same way as populations. There are some individuals who are somewhat different. They're better able to cope than others. Respond in exactly the same way to the feelings of rejection. We get anxious, we get insecure. Then we start to get angry. And then this specific cluster of things that I'm showing on the screen behind me start to happen to us. And it spins out into all kinds of other things if we feel rejected by the person, especially for kids growing up in a family where they don't feel wanted, appreciated, loved, and so forth. It spins out into all other kinds of things like issues of depression, suicide ideation, drug abuse, conduct problems in school, and it goes on and on and on.